I made 50 million in 3 years as the CEO of a fashion brand in my 30s. And I owe my success not just to my hard work, also the knowledge that got me there. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the 14 books I recommend every entrepreneur should read so that you can not just grow your business, but also improve your life and mindset. I would read the books in the order that I'm about to recommend because each book builds upon the concepts and ideas in the previous one. That way you can build a solid foundation of knowledge as you go. So book number 1 is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. An absolute classic in the personal development and business world. If you're an entrepreneur looking to take your mindset and success to the next level, this book is a must read. One of the key ideas in the book is the power of your thoughts and beliefs in shaping your reality. Hill argues that by using the power of your mind in developing an unshakable faith in yourself and your abilities, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal you set for yourself. This book gave me the foundation I needed to cultivate a growth mindset and push through challenges and setbacks that inevitably come with building a business. So Think and Grow Rich is a book I've returned to again and again over the years. And each time I pick it up, I find new insights and inspirations to apply to my business and life. This book is the perfect place to start if you want to take your mental game to the next level and unlock your full potential. So second on the list, we have Atomic Habits by James Clear, which is a game changer when it comes to building positive habits for a long-term success in business and life. So as a CEO of a large fashion brand, I know firsthand how important it is to build good habits to be a good example for my team. One of the key insights from the book is that small incremental changes can compound over time to produce remarkable results. So by focusing on making tiny 1% improvements in your daily habits, you can unlock massive growth and progress over the long run. The idea completely shifted my perspective on what it takes to achieve big goals. So instead of trying to overhaul everything at once, I started breaking things down into small, manageable steps so I could implement consistently. Whether you are an entrepreneur just starting out or a seasoned executive looking to up-level your performance, this book offers a wealth of practical strategies and insights so you can put them into action right away. It's one of the most impactful books I've read and something I always reread when I want to pick up a new habit. So the third book I recommend is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. My initial reaction to this title is that a 4-hour workweek is totally not possible. But when I read it for the first time, my world shifted. I was convinced that the only way to succeed was to hustle nonstop and put in endless hours at the office. This book showed me that there was another way, and a way to work smarter, not harder, and create a life of freedom and fulfillment on my own terms. One of the core principles of the book is the idea of the new rich. A group of people who prioritize time and mobility over money and material possessions. Tim Ferriss argues that by leveraging technology, outsourcing, and with smart business strategies, it's possible to escape the 9-to-5 grind and create a life of adventures, passions, and purpose. This mindset shift was a game changer for me. Instead of being chained to my desk, I started thinking creatively about how to streamline my business and create more time and space for things that truly mattered to me. The 4-Hour Workweek is a must-read for anyone who wants to escape the rat race and create a life of true freedom and fulfillment. So if you're ready to take control over your time and your life, this book is the perfect place to start. So building on a concept from the 4-Hour Workweek, next on the list is the 80-20 principle by Richard Koch. The 80-20 principle states that roughly 80% of effects come actually from 20% of causes. In other words, small proportion inputs are responsible for a disproportionately large portion of outputs. 20% of the things that you do to grow your business will bring 80% of the results. And the same way goes for almost every other aspect of your life. Koch argues that by identifying and focusing on the 20% of activities, relationships, and decisions that generate the majority of your results, you can bring about massive improvements in productivity, business, and happiness. Once I accepted the idea that less is often more, I started to focus on the things that drove the most results in my business. And my business took off. It's a book that I return to again and again, and one that I recommend to anyone looking to achieve more with less. The books that I've just covered mainly teach you mindset and productivity. But now we're going to get into books with more practical business advice. The first of which is the Secrets trilogy of Russell Brunson. One of the key things that sets Brunson's approach apart, his focus on creating value and building relationship with your customer. Rather than just trying to make a quick sale, he teaches how to craft compelling offers and experiences that genuinely help people and keep them coming back for more. I recommend that you read all 3 books because each of them covers a different set of principles. So .com Secrets teaches more on storytelling and funnels basics. Traffic Secrets explain how to get your name out in the world. And Expert Secrets teaches you how to build your brand. Yet again, a good series of books to read if you want to get started in online business. Book 2 in this section is 100 Million Offers and 100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. Alex Hormozi has grown his personal brand from 0 to 2 million subscribers on YouTube in the span of 5 years and owns a portfolio of companies doing over 200 million a year. One of the things that sets Hormozi's approach apart is his emphasis on creating truly irresistible offers that practically sell themselves. In the $100 million offers, he breaks down the key components of a high converting offer, from crafting a compelling headline and value proposition to structuring your pricing and delivering a way that maximizes perceived value. So this is a great starting point if you're struggling on how to position your product. And then there is the 100 million leads, which is one stop guide for generating high quality leads at scale with paid ads, content, partnership, and referrals. One of the things that I like about these books is that there was a video version. So if you didn't like to read, and you could still watch the video version and still consume it, something that actually other authors should 100% start doing. So for the next set of books, they go over one of the most important skills in growing a business, which is sales. It is crucial to have a robust and reliable sales system in place. So Predictable Revenue by Aaron Ross is an absolute must read for any entrepreneur or sales leader looking to take their company to the next level. One of the key concepts Ross introduces in this book is the idea of sales specialization. He says that the traditional model of having salespeople handle every aspect of the sales process, from prospecting to closing, is very inefficient and ineffective. Instead, he believes in breaking down the sales process into specialized roles, such as lead generation, account executive, and a customer success person. By having each team member focus on their specific area of expertise, you can create a much more streamlined and productive sales machine. So if you're serious about taking your sales and revenue to the next level, Predictable Revenue is an absolute must-read. Next on the list is Yes by Robert Cialdini. It's a book that every business owner, marketer, and salesperson needs to read. As someone who has built a successful company from the ground up, I confidently say that the ability to influence and persuade others is one of the most critical skills you can possess. And when it comes to the science of persuasion, there is no greater authority than Robert Cialdini. One of the things that I appreciate most about this book is how practical and how applicable the insights are. Cialdini doesn't just give you abstract theories or ideas. He provides specific real-world examples and case studies that illustrate how these principles can be used to influence behavior and drive results. So whether you're trying to close a sale, negotiate a deal, or rally your team around a common goal, you'll find plenty of actionable takeaways in this book. So yes, this is a book that I return to again and again whenever I need to refresh the art of science of persuasion. Third in this section, we have Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. It's about the critical work that happens before you ever make your pitch or request. So the core idea of this book is that the most effective way to influence someone is not to change their mind in the moment, but to change their state of mind before you even begin. Cialdini argues that by strategically directing people's attention and framing the context in which they receive your message, you can dramatically increase the likelihood that they will be receptive to your ideas and take desired action. So Persuasion is a book that will change the way you think about communication and give you a powerful new set of tools for shaping the minds and decisions of those around you. So whether you're an entrepreneur, executive, or simply someone who wants to more effectively in your personal or professional relationship, this book is a game changer. Next, we have Influence by, once again, Robert Cialdini. At its core, influence is about the 6 fundamental principles of persuasion that Cialdini has identified through his extensive research and experience. These principles are reciprocity, commitment, and consistency, social proof, authority, liking, and scarcity. Perhaps the most important lesson that I took away from influence is the importance of building genuine relationships and trust with people you're trying to persuade. While the principles that he teaches can often be used to manipulate and deceive, the most effective and ethical approach is to use them to create win-win outcome and long-term value. In business or sales, we want to take it as a long-term gain that are beneficial for everyone, rather than going to short-term outcomes. So if you're looking to take your persuasion and influence skills to the next level, influence is one of the perfect places to start. So next up, Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss is a book that has completely transformed the way I approach negotiations and conflict resolution in my business and personal life. One of the most powerful tools Voss introduces is the concept of tactical empathy, the ability to recognize and validate the other party's emotion and concerns. So if you even don't agree with them, by simply acknowledging and labeling the other person's feelings, you can create a sense of understanding that opens the door to more productive conversation and negotiation. So as a CEO and business leader, Never Split the Difference has been a great book for me in getting favorable outcomes in complex negotiation, managing high-stake conflicts, and building strong relationships with my customers, partners, and team members. If you're looking to take negotiation skills to the next level, Never Split the Difference is a must-read. In the realm of copywriting and marketing, we have Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz. Copywriting is at the heart of all persuasion, and the ability to use words to persuade people to buy will never go out of fashion. If you know how to write well, you will never go broke. One of the most powerful concepts Schwartz introduces in the book is the idea of stages of awareness, the different level of interest that your target audience has in your product or service. The 5 stages of awareness are unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. And it's important to understand which stage of awareness your target audience is at, so you can customize your messaging for them. So overall, Breakthrough Advertising is a great resource if you're just getting started. Next up is Never Lose a Customer Again by Joey Coleman. The idea of the book is that it is much easier to keep a customer than to keep acquiring customers. So this book explains how to keep customers engaged, satisfied, and loyal over the long term. So one of the most powerful concepts Coleman introduces in the book is the idea of the first 100 days, the critical period after a customer makes a purchase when they're most likely to form a lasting impression of your brand. So by focusing on creating positive and memorable experience during this time, the first 100 days, you can set the stage for a long and profitable relationship with your customer. So if you're a business owner who wants to create an exceptional customer experience and improve your retention, this book is a must-read. And the very last book I want to talk about is an all-time classic, Principles by Ray Dalio. Dalio is the founder and the CEO of Bridgewater Associates, the biggest hedge fund in the world. Principles is about the importance of having a clear and consistent set of rules and guidelines that inform every aspect of your life and work. My favorite idea in the book is the concept of radical transparency. So the belief that honest and open communication, even when it's uncomfortable or even difficult, it's essential for building strong relationships. So making good decisions and achieving shared goals. Dalio talks about how he has built a culture of radical transparency at Bridgewater, where employees are encouraged to speak their minds, challenge each other's ideas, and provide constructive feedback in order to continuously improve and innovate, which is one of the things that I encourage at my company. So if you're a business leader or anyone leading a team, Principles will give you a roadmap for living a more purposeful, principled, and impactful life, just like it did for me. It's a book that I return again and again, each time I find a new wisdom and guidance that helps me to overcome the challenges and of leadership and life. And those are the 14 books that helped me become a $50 million CEO in my 30s. But before you go and start reading all of these books, there's something that you need to know. Just reading books and consuming this knowledge is not good enough. You have to actually start a business to make your first million. And The first step is to pick a business model. Click on this video over here to learn more about the 4 smartest business models to start in 2024 to make your first million in the next 12 months. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.